They're off and racing. Simply Enchanting get a higher on the far side. To the near side, that's Mineola. So Simply Enchanting Mineola. Just behind them, that's Althea. Just behind Althea, that's Miracle Selection, and racing at the back of the field. They head toward the 6 furlong, passing the 6, and it is Mineola, just the leader from Simply Enchanting. These are the two that's mixing it up. Mineola from Simply Enchanting. Althea watches them from third. Attila is racing in fourth, and just behind them, that is Miracle Selection. They head toward the 4, and it is Mineola traveling easily on that lead. Creeping up on the inside, that Althea. Just on the outside of Althea, that's Simply Enchanting. About 6 or 7 lengths before we come to Attila, and racing at the back of the field, that's Miracle Selection. Coming to the 3, and Mineola still just the leader now. They begin to bunch up on that lead. Mineola, Simply Enchanting attacking. Simply Enchanting now attacks Mineola. Left back on the inside, that's Althea. Coming on, that's Attila, still racing at the back of the field. Miracle Selection, as it is now Simply Enchanting that hits the front. It's Simply Enchanting, and the Sneaky Fox, Radish Roman, kicks away by 3 or 4 lengths. Coming on, that's Althea. It is Simply Enchanting come to the furlong pole with a good-looking lead, and I do believe Simply Enchanting is blowing them away. Simply Enchanting going on to win. Here comes on the near side and coming on and coming fast. That's Attila, and Attila could have gotten there from Simply Enchanting. Then comes Althea, Mineola, and Miracle Selection in fifth.
Once again, field in line for the Hotline Stakes. 6 furlongs. They're off. First start, Lady Babita just a bit outsped, but several horses want that lead. Mighty Gully racing down on the outside. Enthusiasm is showing good dash. Racing near the rail, that's Lady Babita. Danka, the favourite, slotted in between horses. Social Aviator comes next, and Simply Enchanting is last. They're about to arrive at the half mile in the Hotline Stakes, and Lady Babita now goes on and gets that lead. Enthusiasm fading back a bit, overtaken by Danka, who goes a-hunting. Mighty Gully racing out wide, also overtaking Enthusiasm. Social Aviator is next, and at the back it's Simply Enchanting as they go charging past the 5:16. 6 or 7 lengths separates the entire bunch as they're about to come into the top of the lane. It's a Lady Babita stepping just off the rail. Danka now launching an attack on the outside, and Danka seems to be going the better, and Danka now gets that lead. Lady Babita gets cracks of the stick, asking for the fight back. The rider is as they arrive at the furlong pole, but it is Danka with that lead. Lady Babita continues to feel the sting of the stick, but Danka is holding them off. Here is Social Aviator now coming with a run on the outside. It is Danka under pressure from Social Aviator, and Social Aviator gets up to win it over Danka. Then Lady Babita, Simply Enchanting, is back in fourth. They're off for the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. Hazelnut comes out at the back of the field. Strong Mind comes away running quickly. Lovisa right alongside. These two stuck together as they go flashing past the 7. Mr. Lee is 3 or 4 lengths back and racing in third. Danka well positioned on the outside as they charge away toward the final 6. Hazelnut races next, and the trailer is Burning Hedge. They've left the 6. Strong Mind on the rail, the leader by 3 parts of a length. Lovisa under a tight wrap racing in second. 2.5 lengths back to Mr. Lee the Grey. Danker on the outside of stablemate as they go flashing past the 5. That's Hazelnut and a Burning Hedge just last of the field. But they're all in with a chance as they go away now toward the final half of a mile. Strong Mind trying to shake loose. Lovisa refusing to quit. Just a length separates them. Mr. Lee is further back with Hazelnut. Danka second from the back, and Burning Hedge just last as the field arrive at the final 3/8. Strong Mind out in front. Lavisa continues the chase. Hazelnut left back. There goes Burning Hedge. Danka now asked to go on. And Mr. Lee relegated to the back of the pack as they're coming into the lane. It is Strong Mind near the rail. A Burning Hedge now kicking in on the outside. And Burning Hedge now snatches the lead. Strong Mind the rider. A Busy Man trying to fight back. But Burning Hedge has left the 3/16th with a clear lead and is now under the right-hand stick. It is a Burning Hedge. Danka trying to run on the outside. Lavisa in between horses. Strong Mind back against the rail, but it is Burning Hedge inside the final 16th. This is the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. Burning Hedge and Dick Cardenas run out convincing winners, maybe 7 or 8 ahead of Lavisa. It's a head bob for the minors. Hazelnut on the rail, Strong Mind on the outside, close between them.
They're off and racing. Big Buzz misses it and is left at the back of the field. Mighty Gully rushed into an early lead. So Mighty Gully narrowly with that lead, rushing down on the outside. That's another one and Bowmore. So another one assumes the lead from Bowmore racing in second. Mighty Gully relegated to third. Then comes Princess Chris, now joined on the outside by racing at the back of the field. That's Big Buzz. They head towards the 3. And it is Just the Leader. That's another one. Just the Leader from Bowmore attacking on the inside. Bowmore and another one. These two sharing it. They're 4 lengths in front of Mighty Gully. Princess Chris and still at the back of the field. That's Big Buzz and it is another one. Turning on the heat. Another one goes on from left back on the inside. That is Bowmore. It's another one in front coming to the furlong pole. Bowmore right against the rail, switched off it. Another one in front. Bowmore is coming back for more. It's another one still in front, about a length or 2 in front of Bowmore. Mighty Gully is flying on the outside. Another one shutting off. Mighty Gully closing. Another one. Mighty Gully gone by together. Bowmore back in third. Princess Chris in fourth.
They're off. Mr. Lee steps off slowly. Danka didn't and gets an early lead. Platinum Princess in pursuit, a length down, now a half a length as Platinum Princess and Danka make a race for that lead as they slip past the 5/8 pole. These two glued together. Bad Girl Carisi races back in third spot on the rail. That's Simply Enchanting, joined by Ascend. Beautiful Sunset is racing with that group of horses and Mr. Lee left at the back. They're about to arrive at the 5/16th, and it is a Danka near the rail. Platinum Princess pressing home the attack all the time on the outside as they turn for home, and the favourite Danka is asked to kick. Platinum Princess trying to stay with Danka. Simply Enchanting is over against the rail. Beautiful Sunset drifting off the fence, but it is Danka, the favourite, who has that lead. Platinum Princess continues the chase, but needs to find 3 or more. Danka out in front. Platinum Princess and Beautiful Sunset, they look to be battling for minor shares as Danka continues to hold the advantage. They drive to the line and Danka hangs tough to win by a length. Beautiful Sunset running on too late is second. Then Platinum Princess and Mr. Lee is fourth. Six furlongs they're off. Jody's Fund, Baby Grey the slowest to leave. Native Flyer took off quickest on the rail in the orange silks. Star Roar, the favourite, cost a living right there. Perfect Affair forming the line of 4 as they flash past the 5. Althea races just about 5 lengths off that lead. Baby Grey right alongside. Then comes Miniola, and left out of it, that's Jody's Fund as they head now toward the final half mile. They're spinning into that turn and making their way now toward the final 3. And Star Roar, the favourite, bounces easily, unmolested at the moment, holding on to what looks to be a 3-length advantage. Cost a living the closest pursuer. Perfect Affair shaken up now and asked to bubble to the boil. A break of some 4 lengths back to Native Flyer. Althea right alongside as they leave the final 5/16th. Baby Grey is next, then Miniola, and forget Jody's Fund needing a help as they're into the lane, and Star Aura continues to dominate the event. Here now is Costa Living in the centre. Perfect Affair kicking in on the outside, and Star Aura now gives way. Perfect Affair snatches the lead. Costa Living trying to fight back just toward the outside. It is Perfect Affair here. Here comes Costa Living again, switched toward the outside, inside the final 16th. It is Perfect Affair and Ryan Lewis. This is the Supernatural, Omar Walker's first winner, and Perfect Affair takes it by maybe 3 lengths. Close between Costa Living, Star Aura. Native Flyer, Althea is back in 5th. Starter continues to watch them. Now he sends them off. Bossman shows at the back of the field. Also racing toward the back of the field as they charge down the back stretches, Earmark Blitz. They make their way rushing up now toward the final half of a mile. And the Summer Palace, the favourite, gets that lead. Money Mission just a length and a tailback racing in second. Prolific Prince is running down against the rail. Brompton Boy attached to his outside. A break of some 4 lengths back to Earmark Blitz. Bossman races next, then Life is Light, Candy Girl, and Secret Sensation trails the field. They leave the 5/16th in behind them. And the Summer Palace is in complete control at the top of the lane with a good-looking lead. Summer Palace striding out powerfully, still under the hand rider. Now the stick comes out in the left hand on Summer Palace. Trying to bear down on Summer Palace, that's Brompton Boy and Prolific Prince, but Summer Palace leaves the furlong pole full of run. It is Summer Palace in complete command inside the final 16. Summer Palace and Robert Hallidine, they'll get off the mark, and Jason DaCosta will have his 3rd win on the card. Summer Palace easy in the end by 8 or more. Prolific Prince second, Boss Man is third, close between Brompton Boy and Earmark Blitz.
They're off and racing. Good Conscience misses it, along with Pretty Perfect. Giant Vigorous goes for that lead. Life is Light is right there too. There goes on the outside, that's Star Quest. Just behind them, that's that Money Mission, overtaken by Miss Brayton. Then comes 3 lengths before we come to Good Conscience, now joined by Pretty Perfect, and just at the back of the field, that's Modern Monarch. Passing the 3 and coming to the top of the lane, and it is on the outside Star Quest, just the leader from right against the rail. That's Giant Vigorous. Star Quest in front, Giant Vigorous trying to come on. Also coming on the outside, that is Pretty Perfect, but it is Star Quest in front. Pretty Perfect trying to get to Star Quest. Pretty Perfect is coming on strongly. Star Quest hanging it tough. Pretty Perfect trying to get to Star Quest. It's Star Quest still in front. Pretty Perfect comes a calling on the outside. Star Quest, Pretty Perfect. Pretty Perfect now goes on, and Shane Ellis will have a double on the day. Pretty Perfect beats Star Quest. Then comes Miss Brayton. Looks like Giant Vigorous back in 4th.
They're off for the first. Kusmi, Queen Latifah, they came out slow. They have catching up to do as they charge down the back stretch, and altogether now couples up and gets that lead approaching the 6. Opening up some 4 lengths, Khaleesi races on the rail. Althea is early. Costa Living, the favourite, in between horses. Mineola out wide. These in a very tight clump. A break of some 4 lengths back to Baby Grey racing just by herself. Followed up now by a Queen Latifah improving. Candy Girl is there ahead of Casually Yours, and Kusmi trails the field. A half a mile to run. They're in the turn for home and sprinting toward the 3, and altogether continues to show them a rear end. Leading from Khaleesi, now cutting into that lead. A break of 4 back to Costa Living, the favourite, now making ground. Althea is close enough. Mineola racing just in behind them. 7 or 8 lengths separates that group. Queen Latifah is further back. A Baby Grey races on the rail, about to be overtaken by Candy Girl. Casually Yours, and Kusmi continues to run way at the back with no chance as Khaleesi brings them into the lane with a good-looking lead. It is Khaleesi, 3/16 to go, and Khaleesi, the stick now comes out in the left hand by Shane Ellis, and Khaleesi is moving away from them. The favourite Costa Living now begins to close as Khaleesi looks to be under pressure and drifting off a true line. Costa Living has several lengths to make up, but Khaleesi, although drifting, continues to hold the advantage, and it's Khaleesi and Shane Ellis not to be caught in the first. They win it by maybe 6 lengths. Costa Living is next. Queen Latifah races third. Althea is 4th. Mineola is 5th.
off on racing, and that's a very good start as Enthusiasm blast into an early lead, and it's Enthusiasm passing the 6 in front of Linguist, settle back into second, then a bunch right against the rail, that Thousand Treasures. Brahma Bull is also in the mix on the outside. That's Easy Money racing at the back of the field, Papi Uso. They head toward the 4, and it's still crowded up front, and Thousand Treasures looks to be just the leader. From just on the outside, Shine Like the Sky, right there too, that Easy Money. Linguist backing out of it a bit. Brahma Bull is right there too, and still left out of it, that's Papi Huso. They passed the 3, and they're still in a tight bunch. And now on that lead, that's Easy Money. Easy Money goes on from Shine Like the Sky. Easy Money, Shine Like the Sky. Watching right in the middle and in the thick of things, Enthusiasm out wide. That's Brahma Bull coming against the rail and coming forward nicely. That's Linguist, but Easy Money. Linguist now slips through on the inside and grab that lead. Brahma Bull coming down on the outside, but it's Linguist, and Dick Cardenas looks to be traveling the better. Brahma Bull left back into second, and Linguist begins to pull away. Linguist going on to win, and this is a sizzling performance. Linguist beating Brahma Bull. Then comes Enthusiasm back in fourth. That's Easy Money.
They're off. Uncle Baba steps out just a shade slowly, along with Secret Sensation left at the back with a 1 code and a Benison, but they dash now toward the 7. Mineola showing speed. Casa Living moving down on the outside, they share it. Baby Grey is asked to make some ground just in behind them as they run past the 6. Miracle Selection on the outside, overtaken by an improving Uncle Baba. They flash past the 6. Roaring Kitty comes next. The Grey Midnight Runner is next. A huge gap opens up to Benison racing on the outside. Down on the rail, that Secret Sensation and 1 code left at the back. They slip past the 5. They're making their way now toward the half mile and that bend for home. And it is Casa Living just the leader by 3 parts of a length. Mineola now pressing home the attack and hugging the rail as they slip past the half mile. Uncle Baba needs to find some 6 lengths to get to them. Roaring Kitty races on the outside. Here comes Midnight Runner now beginning to make some progress as they go, flashing now past the 3/8 pole. A Roaring Kitty is fading. Secret Sensation racing up next. Benison asked to make ground but has a lot to do along with Miracle Selection. Then Baby Grey and a 1 code with a mountain to climb as the field come into the top of the lane. A 1/4 mile to run. It is a Casa Living now shaken up, and Casa Living has a good looking lead. Midnight Runner, a burly sort, now asked to close under the left hand stick. Uncle Baba is the one in the green cap racing out wide, making ground on the rail. That's Secret Sensation, but Casa Living leaves the furlong pole with what looks to be an unstoppable advantage. It's Casa Living and Emilio McLean. Casa Living and Emilio McLean come bounding in for the 7th, and they win with ease by maybe 8 or 9. Uncle Baba in a photo with Benison coming from the back. Secret Sensation is next. Midnight Runner looks to be 5th. Starter ready. 5.5 furlongs. They're off. Sashit has a bad start. Left at the back with several lengths to make up, and the speedy Miss Money Penny, the favourite, now grabs an early lead. Flag of Victory chasing with Burning Hedge on the outside. Unspun right there. These 4 packed tight like sardines in a can as they go racing now inside the last half mile. Left at the back, yet to recover. That's Sashit. 7/16 of a mile to run. Still they stare at the back end of Miss Money Penny, a length and a nose-tickling tail in front. Flag of Victory as they leave the 3 in second. Unspun moving down on the outside, now beginning a challenge. Burning Hedge is close enough, if good enough, and Sashit still at the back of the field and looking hopeless at the moment as the leader, Miss Money Penny, brings them into the top of the lane. It's Miss Money Penny and Tevin Foster. He changes his hold and asks Miss Money Penny to go now. A touch or 2 of the right-hand stick. He has a peep in his mirrors, and Miss Money Penny is away from them. Unspun chasing, but needs to find 4, maybe even more, as Miss Money Penny is romping this. It's the 6th running of the Princess Pop Star. They won't catch Miss Money Penny. 2 victories from 2 starts. Miss Money Penny, a smart one in the making, wins by maybe 5. Unspun is second. Burning Hedge is third. Sashit is fourth.
They're often racing. Newspaper of record, and Susie Q misses it. Miss Brayton rushes for that lead. It's Miss Brayton. Also there, that Sparkling Fire rushing down on the outside. Queen Latifah is right there too, but coming right around that Woogie Waggy Links. So it's Woogie Waggy Links with just the lead from right there in a second. That is Queen Latifah. Racing in third, that's Native Flyer. Then comes Miss Brayton right there too. Coming down on the outside, that's Riley J there, coming to the 2.5 furlong point, and it is on that lead. Woogie Waggy Links from racing in second. Queen Latifah. Riley J is making ground on the outside. Native Flyer is still there. Miss Brayton coming with a chance on the inside, but it is Woogie Waggy Links still leading them. Miss Brayton coming forward along with Riley J. Woogie Waggy Links is fleet-footed on that lead, coming to the furlong pole. Woogie Waggy Links getting away from them about 3 lengths in front, but here comes Riley J taking aim. Woogie Waggy Links in front. Riley J coming forward. Woogie Waggy Links hanging from Riley J, but Riley J just keeps on coming, and Riley J beats Woogie Waggy Links. Then comes Miss Brayton, Queen Latifah, and running on for fifth, that's Family Feud.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallopJaya.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for other enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.